It's very difficult to see some of our leaders going around America, Europe, Canada, Australia, China, demarketing our country. When we're busy looking for investment to pull up the country, people are busy going to tell everybody in Nigeria that nothing is happening in Nigeria. Sure. But how do we bring the people up? We must lift our Nigerians up. The policies of President Ahmed Atiku is going to work, and it's working, but the problem is that it's not trickling down. It's the trickling down effect is what is after, and that is why we need continuous investment without stop. This is why we're all over everywhere to bring new investment back to Nigeria so that people can see work, hunger will go, and things will work. I know it's all over the world, it's difficult, but let our leaders come together. We are one family. Tinubu is not the owner of this country. He's just our president, which he will go. Buhari is already in Daura, from Kaduna. Tinubu will one day, after 8 years or so, one day be in Lagos, and nobody calls his name. So let us stop demarketing our country. Let us as family come together and work on our economic policies. The essence of opposition is to do the correct things and tell us what is wrong, how we can better the life of the people we want to govern. If it's this way that opposition will be, it means they have nothing to offer Nigeria. We will not have anything from anybody. I'm not a frivolous man. I don't live in politics. I don't play politics. I bring new investments that Nigerian people can have jobs, and people of our country will be committed to it. So I prefer leaders who are speaking the truth to the world than try to malign the country. It's not the right thing to do. Can we change our hearts? Work for the betterment of Nigerian people. Whether you are anybody, let us work the betterment of Nigerian people. The betterment is what we need, whether we are right or wrong. Let Nigerian people be lifted up. That is my own vein of contention. And anybody who do not want to do this is plugging our country into a problem. Can we please rise and work for more investment to the country? Continuous investment. China was once in this position we are today. Vietnam was once in this position. We can overcome, and we will overcome. Because subsidy is a problem all over the world. You can only do food subsidy. You cannot continue subsidizing everything. Since 1960, this is the first time we are trying to tell goodbye to subsidy. Let everybody work on a real economy, and let us see the chaff and the grains. Goodbye. May we work for Nigeria. May we live and see that Nigeria survive with all economic indices showing positive. To God be the glory. It's very difficult to see some of our leaders going around America, Europe, Canada, Australia, China, demarketing our country. When we're busy looking for investment to pull up the country, people are busy going to tell everybody in Nigeria that nothing is happening in Nigeria. Sure. But how do we bring the people up? We must lift our Nigerians up. The policies of President Ahmed Atiku is going to work, and it's working, but the problem is that it's not trickling down. It's the trickling down effect is what is after, and that is why we need continuous investment.
Assalamu alaikum ya Jamaa. Good morning, everybody, good morning. Mark, and Nelly. Hope you don't register online. Oh, I hear Obedient Movement launch an Obedient portal. Well, I'm not, they never pay me. Whenever they pay me, I register. It's a good move, but I don't think they need mass registration of a political party. It's that time they take over a political party and own it. So yes, it's a good move, but this is not it's not about online now. It's that time they start taking that same energy and put it on ground. Make them do the same thing with Bola Tinubu son do. Shei Tinubu went on whether you like it or not to adopt that style and improve on it. He strategically went around Nigeria meeting group of people, whether you like it or not. If you instead of criticizing it, adopt that style and now make the best of it. Anyway, I don't know. Mark, have you noticed? I don't dey look for news since I in the morning for the past 5 hours. Something to just talk about today on the Nigerian scene. And I don't really see anything. I just noise and I just Daily Momodu and PDP and them Rufai and Abati just dey make unnecessary noise. If you go to the TV, if you go on the newspaper side, um, it's pretty much the same thing. PDP and Atiku they just dey make noise. So it dawned on me that Peter Obi no never talk. If I say na Peter Obi na be the national news now. Even when the president is in town, the president is active. News no dey nothing nobody the news of his activities is not being amplified. Well, what's going on? So I noticed that Obi no talk. So anytime when he talk, it becomes not everybody will find something to inch on. It becomes a national news. It doesn't matter where he spoke from this time around, and there's a reason why. Because it all attack. So now people are being now on them. Even the propaganda that they try to push for the past couple of days, we just they land well. Tinubu FBI drug one releases follow. David O'Day, plus he don't move to another way of propaganda now. Now America and China. Like I've been at Traore. That's the focus now. So they try to push it, like say people are not really interested again. So and Obi is quiet. As soon as Obi come out, say hello, just exchange greeting for street now. Because anything Obi does now, no problem. As this is just the beginning. There's no buzz, no debate, no headlines, no voice. It's like switch for national discourse. When Obi speaks, the country lights up. Like the NEPA bring light and carry light. When it's quiet, everything feels stagnant as it is now. Like the fact that the president is fucking in town, it's as if nothing is happening. It's not that others aren't speaking, that they speak, but when his voice is absent, it's as though the nation is holding his breath. Obi is a Eko, but no, I know now. You know, now only when he talk, now everybody they get energy. They come TV, they come. If you no talk, any news that doesn't that doesn't have a little bit of Obina, no, they make a national headline again. I think I'm right if I could come to that conclusion. They say I secure a land first before putting up a structure. Yeah, Obi hold the news hostage with that. Oh, I don't think Tinubu will be happy. This kind of influence Obi don't get. I no just understand. Eh, I mean, na because in they speak, na true in they speak. I mean, I just the color of the momentum about it. When Peter Obi doesn't talk, it feels like there is no news at all. Oh. For Pa Ayo, for a funeral, it began yesterday, but I hear Obi is the star boy. Obi, anywhere Obi go now, na star boy. I'm looking forward to an occasion where he and Tinubu go be in the same place. I know say Tinubu go dey avoid that now. That's not going to happen. In fact, this one way is as if Obi, unless we're going to, unless Obi ends with Atiku, now every formidable politician go dey avoid Obi to be in the same function, the same avenue, the same because na wahala be that. So nobody want test his popularity around Obi again. Obi seems like the government in power. I don't know about that, but I'm not sure. Wait, let me see. Wetin go bring Obi and Tinubu in one place? This on a good day, this Pa Adebayo's funeral would have been a good occasion to bring pretty much one who in the country. I think everybody. I mean, I see no reason why one who in Nigeria should not be at that funeral. I think I see no reason why Buhari should not be at that funeral if he also if he did believe in one Nigeria because that's the only that's whatever criticism you hold against Adebanjo, you can't help you cannot say it's not a one true core one Nigerian advocate. So I see no reason why the president should not be there. And then the president should be if the president should carry his two left leg go there and Obi them show his face. We will see. That'll be interesting. Atiku will be there. Atiku cannot afford to be there. Kulata, Obi is my latest hustle. Ah, no be my fault too. Now everybody hustle now. even even Tinubu's the calculator I ain't go say I ain't go tell use Obi hustle. So don't blame me, okay? Come go so to Ekpa and now to Gwanguje and Baju Baju Hey, don't blame me, okay? I am a product of our political structure with the camp at will. I okay. At this point, Obina, everybody also go arise, go channels, go even Tinubu channel TV self. All they talk about is Obi. So why you want see me different? Kulata, are you jealous that your man is the president but he's not they move the news? Is that you should not be concerned, you should not be worried. Tinubu second time is not challenged by any means. So don't no fear, okay? No fear. I am that confident. It's just that no be really Obi na the product now. Obi is so sellable that if you tune into other African nations, national TV that they talk about Obi. So not my fault. Eh? Even Wole Soyinka self, he use and sell him book. That's how marketable Obi is. Okay? That's how marketable Obi is. Wale Soyinka of all a old Nobel laureate, he had to use Obi to sell his book. Imagine, even at that day, we know the buyer. So, no blame me. They have once under roof, IBB book launch, I mean Obi and Jagagban. No, Jagagban was Jagagban there? Huh, I don't notice that. That IBB book launch. Both of them were there. No, Reno, if Obi no dey, Reno no get job now. Reno was solely employed because of Obi and obedient now. Like that now because of the only now waiting give am job be that. So Kulata the verse if Kulata expect me to just naturally just go with Tunubu since Kokoso don't assimilate himself into APC. Eh? I know I don't think Tunubu no need anybody support. I don't know why una dey fear. Tinubu is covered. Tinubu no need anybody support. Obi needs support ahead of 2031. So it's just our time we build the momentum for him now. He's not going to win the 2027. That I believe. So no fear, Kulata. Okay. No, Mr. Get bad man. Sure, you can't use Obi. You have to use Obi to sell his book. All this thing we know now. No be American train poet. I live a trade poet, but now America, he learn the trade. He has to use Obi to sell his book. I still say we no buy. Eh? The only person, why that's why I kind of respect Dele Farotimi. Even though he's he occupy a very enviable position in terms of how close he's to Obi to use Obi to sell his book. But he no use that. He went through the hard route. He went the hard way and he pull it off. Every other person that will be there they use. So instead of Kulata to answer the obvious question I put forward, which is how come that we have the city president is there and we there's no news around him. That's what's going on. They see Trump. Eh? They see Trump. Trump ready for the news. Trump they wake up, bath, wear three-piece suits, put on tie, just to consider with the news people every day. Uh I know say overconfidence now they do Tinubu, but it's okay. I envy him. I don't hold it against him. Shagu Shewumi na him latest job be that. That's the new na Atiku. Na him next job be that. See, everybody career will be resurrected because of Obi, because the kind energy where they go wait towards the Obi. Shewumi, of course now he tried the alternative. The SDP move be all those ones. But that is his latest target. Now the assignment wey dem give am be that. So now big all of them. Wetin dem wan do now? Tinubu no send them. Tinubu get everything under control. So Tinubu no need he doesn't really need to invest in propaganda like that. Now when he never did power, he invested in all those propaganda. But at this point, send una. He get the right. He has contracted that tax to Atiku. Atiku and the north, the northern people say come. We been on a problem. Oh. As far as I'm concerned, I know they see him. So anybody who wants to get into Atiku's bank account, now Obi go face. That's the only way your job can be secured. Even Daily Momodu, very soon, very soon you go switch. Very soon they go turn the they go turn Obi direction, begin give am water water. My advice to the obedience that they should that energy they just channel it to the ground like physical respond rather than not be saying they go fight to just carry that energy because what Obi is doing, Obi is actually speaking to the reality on ground, and the attackers are not as smart. Are not that smart. Maybe I won't say they are not that smart because even the obedience are not. They have taken comfort in always be on a defensive side rather than attack. Once in a while, you don't always be on the obedient side. Don't always be on the defensive side. But most importantly, begin form a begin form a begin go into classroom, boardrooms, market square, village square with that energy and with that attack. That's how the response should be going forward. This interesting. Obi no understands the game. I reckon na why he will be throwing jab at the government. No, 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 no. Obi is doing exactly what he should be doing. We want making the response to all these political jabbers. The only person Obi can respond to na the government now. Obi just on the side. Erufai went to Anambra for funeral today with wife and Emeka Edeoha. He put it up on his Twitter page. Erufai na hustler. Erufai is fighting his way up the street. You understand? In the streets, as it is, so now he and Amechi and the rest are on the same street. So he has to work his way out of that. So all the dirty job, now he go do. Now then go be the speaker for the. Now then they go send go after Obi proper. Kulata, I told you that you are addicted to losing and you deflect by asking why the president is not a circus clown or entertainer. They off yourself. He said, I'm addicted to loser. No, no, see, I'm like the problem be that. You don't understand. You don't understand. You always want to take the easy route, right? You always want to take the easy route. I be student. So at every election, I pick a project. It's like I'm doing an assignment, right? So they look at it losing or winning. No, I'm looking at okay, what am I learning from this route I took? It's not about losing or it's not about losing or winning. Now you see they play politics. I be student, not to be historian tomorrow. So the role we are playing dey different, Kulata. So keep winning. I just tell you, say Tinubu no go fit lose 2027. But that doesn't mean I should go I should support him. My calculation is that if I invested my time in supporting him, what am I going to learn at the end of the day? When I don't really know say he go win. I'm not gonna learn anything now. So let me take a different route and put all my energy there. At the end of the race, I will learn more than say winning. It's not all about I be a professional competitor at the highest level. So you know go tell me what winning or losing is. Yeah. No, I am not saying Tinubu should become a circus clown. No. Haba. Wetin in cabinet people they do? Wetin be in media like half? What are we talking about here? The fact that no sector of his government is making headlines says a lot about his government. That's what I mean. How person go through all the national airline? We no see anything worth talking about when it has to do with the performance of the sitting government. That's sad. It can't be saying now somebody the way is far will be way they far. Way if not even it's not even a runner when it comes to a leading opposition. Now when he mess, he will become a national headline. That's a failure, not on Tunubu himself, because I don't expect him to be circus as you say, but the people around him, what did they do? They know they work. Man, show you no, it's not about trophy for me. I'm not a contestant, so I'm not no they do participating trophy. You don't need any participating trophy. I've been student, I get involved beyond having a trophy inside. My trophy is what am I going to learn at the end of the election cycle. See, me and you now. I mean, now people now we are solution oriented. How do we get out of the quagmire we find ourselves? How do we become a free people? That's the goal for me. And I understand it's not an assignment that I will eventually live to see the results. But the goal is to leave my own contribution for the next generation. Okay, I will do rich. Now they look for winning. You don't win now. You win 3 years ago. For calculation, you are still going to win again. I mean, see, they tell you that one, but that doesn't. It's not enough motivation for me to say I want to submit. I no, I know they do that kind of. That's not me. It doesn't fit into the model that I'm working on. It doesn't fit picture into the solution that I'm driving at. Mm-mm-mm. Jagba and his team are the biggest clown in town, but they are not. Their clownish capacity is not. It's not up to par. She invest more. Even Buhari with Baba Jeje sef, his administration is losing. It's kind of more entertaining, more action oriented than the man that promised to hit the ground running. They put out fake news that motherland economy is fought in developing countries. Source was IMF, but if you double the information on IMF website, it deep fake. But still, that's my point. Or still, we know still make national headline. They are trying. I'm not saying they are not trying. They are trying, but it's not making headline. Why? Uh-uh. even when they try help them, still like something is not right. Kulata, you guys should maybe na employ another group of propagandists to to do the work. I mean more action, more action. Fubara met up with Wike. Hope you know of the news. News. You see, I see something like that. When I shouldn't have early this morning. I mean, yesterday. I don't know. The rates. Let's go with this. Big guys, these clowns.
Waba. They should stop scamming Nigerians.
Okay, let's talk about Atiku, because you made quite a point where you said he's a consummate Democrat, to quote you directly. And I want to link that to the issue of ideology, because fundamentally the ideology around the PDP always focused on representation, inclusivity, ensuring the North and South are represented in an equitable manner. But some might argue that Atiku has been a stumbling block to that. So it's interesting that you're calling him the consummate Democrat. I want to see, how do you reconcile that? Because some other PDP chieftains are saying that Atiku should go, just the same way Wike should go, Atiku should go as well, because he's part of the problem. Why is it that his ambition should determine the direction of the party? That's what they're saying.
His ambition has never determined the direction of the party.
So it's okay for him to be a perennial presidential candidate.
It is the easiest question for me to answer. PDP does not have problem with North-South. PDP fielded General Obasanjo 1999 to 2007. Thereafter, Yar'Adua came and unfortunately passed on while in power. And Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, a perfect gentleman, came on board to complete their first term. Then he contested his own. So that's 1 + 8 of Obasanjo, that's 9 years. After that, Jonathan did another 4 years. That was 13 years. Okay? And he completed that in 2015. So, and they still gave him a chance to contest again, which he lost to Buhari. So, had he won that election, PDP would have had Southerners for 17 years out of 24 years. None of you remembers. People try to confuse us by telling lies. So PDP, I don't know about APC or any other party, PDP does not have problem. People say it's supposed to be 8 years, not 8 years. In which constitution? And fortunately, Dr. Abati is a lawyer. He should come and tell us. It was the same wicked people complaining about North-South that brought the committee that threw our party primary open. That's why I was able to buy a form. I bought a form. Because at that time, Atiku had told them that if they will cede power to the Southeast, then it will make sense to him. But if it will still be a rotation between just a few zones, he would not support it. He wanted them to cede power to the Southeast. But because Wike had already disqualified himself by saying he's not an Igbo man, he says he's from South-South, he's not interested in Igbo or anything. So, and they succeeded in frustrating Peter Obi out of the party. So the course was clear for Nyesom Wike. There was nobody who had the capacity. You must give it to him. And I like to say it all the time. Damn good guy. You know, projects man. That's why we used to call him Mr. Project. But always angry. Now, why did they not pick him? The same man who is complaining about North-South was ready to be vice president. Let him come out and deny that he never planned to be vice president to Atiku.
Okay, Prof. I said Prof.
No, I will
Maybe
claim
you go back one day
Oh,
to
yes.
academia and
Yes.
become a professor. Look, there is an unwritten consensus. It's even written that North versus South divide is a
They should stop scamming Nigerians.
Okay, let's talk about Atiku, because you made quite a point where you said he's a consummate Democrat, to quote you directly. And I want to link that to the issue of ideology, because fundamentally the ideology around the PDP always focused on representation, inclusivity, ensuring the North and South are represented in an equitable manner. But some might argue that Atiku has been a stumbling block to that. So it's interesting that you're calling him the consummate Democrat. I want to see, how do you reconcile that? Because some other PDP chieftains are saying that Atiku should go, just the same way Wike should go, Atiku should go as well, because he's part of the problem. Why is it that his ambition should determine the direction of the party? That's what they're saying.
His ambition has never determined the direction of the party.
So it's okay for him to be a perennial presidential candidate.
It is the easiest question for me to answer. PDP does not have problem with North-South. PDP fielded General Obasanjo 1999 to 2007. Thereafter, Yar'Adua came and unfortunately passed on while in power. And Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, a perfect gentleman, came on board to complete their first term. Then he contested his own. So that's 1 + 8 of Obasanjo, that's 9 years. After that, Jonathan did another 4 years. That was 13 years. Okay? And he completed that in 2015. So, and they still gave him a chance to contest again, which he lost to Buhari. So, had he won that election, PDP would have had Southerners for 17 years out of 24 years. None of you remembers. People try to confuse us by telling lies. So PDP, I don't know about APC or any other party, PDP does not have problem. People say it's supposed to be 8 years, not 8 years. In which constitution? And fortunately, Dr. Abati is a lawyer. He should come and tell us. It was the same wicked people complaining about North-South that brought the committee that threw our party primary open. That's why I was able to buy a form. I bought it.
As I just dey lis to the guy, I just dey ask myself, how much they pay them? Because like e get some camp position where you go take, or where you go make. After the all set and done, you go sit down for house, begin reason say, come on. I'm not really making sense. But for the fact that they say the kind of mind where they get, they won't come make case. Like, how do you make case for Atiku at this point? I like the fact that they start early, sha. Last. Now SDP they will see go. Because how is it going to make sense? They will try. I don't know. This Edoma where Kulata people don't colonize Elemomodu is I don't know. It's trying, but god damn. Man of press the president is very incompetent because he is a product of bad politics. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know of I don't know. I don't know if I agree with you, man of prestige. Bad politics? God damn, he won, man. So he won. In the word of track and field, you could say, "Oh, Veronica Campbell of Jamaica no get running form. She dey run anyhow, but God, she's the world fucking champion. I mean, how do you explain that? So I don't know. So if you say not bad politics, he won. So I don't know how bad that could have been. Incompetent. Incompetent. Hmm. I don't know. That one too is still open for debate because you have to conceptualize that before we. Because IAF will disagree with you. So MOP he built Lagos now Haba. Ovi not sure Dele thought through his response. No be say you don't need to talk through like no matter how you thought through it. Like it's never gonna make you not gonna make sense because the girl framed the question in a way that like how? You just won't fool yourself. He said if he had won, if he had not won, if like what the fuck are you talking about, man? Not sure. So his response and answer, but he's working for his money. So that's why I say how much did they pay? Because man, you got to be well paid for you to just say, man, fuck it. Like if it, nothing when you want make case for Atiku for PDP and you started by talking about turn by turn and you know he has nothing to like. No, you've lost it, man. Just go straight up. If you don't agree with I mean, it's always open. It's a competition. There's no point that they had a consensus. Okay, let's give it to him. The guy they always fight to the finish. That should be the argument that people go actually because if you this idea of turn by turn, Kulata, I hope you are listening. You know, if you really want to know our participating trophy, history will back us that we from the word go we never supported the idea of turn by turn, right? That was the reason I took the right I took in 2023 election because I really want another person to win so that I will see if that will actually unite the South or that will tear them apart the more because I'm somebody who's advocating for two system of competition, North and South or Muslim and Christian. However they want to divide the motherfucking country, politically speaking, let's go. Maybe that kind of competition will benefit the people a little bit. But that's a conversation for another day. So the idea that win, he won that's bunk on, man. Just straight up. He's been winning, he's been competing to win. That's what democracy is all about. That's what that's the rule of the game. If you no one making the win, go beat him. But going this route, it would just sound stupid and foolish. But again, maybe the money is good. But I believe that there's no way Atiku will come out under PDP and you will think he will if if he's actually want to make a statement, not be even winning now, he can. Yeah, she knows her game. Well, she's still new, before you know now they go begin the caution her. They go begin tell her say come. This is the agenda. This is the agenda. That's what they go do. Either you fall in line or you fall off. It's that simple.
You were the one trying to
I
digress.
listen to these
When Dele
clowns.
Momodu was here yesterday, he made the allegation. You did not puncture his allegation. You did not defend me. Now I am here talking about Dele Momodu. You are the one defending Dele Momodu. And I will suggest that next time you are bringing Dele Momodu, bring me too. Let him sit and I sit so that the two of us cannot be the one talking. You will not be the one talking on his behalf.
Mr. Leary, answer the question.
Mr.
Leary, just answer the question.
Listen, I will answer your question.
Yes, please.
I will answer your question. And don't also be forceful about telling people to answer the question, because I have right not to answer your question. I will answer your question. Dele Momodu was at
This guy come, he come prepared. He no come play. He come loaded. He say, as I said today, anybody go collect. Him too, he no think about, he did come to be rational. He just come with straight bullet, just to come give them what he believe they deserve. So he's not even here to rationalize the
campaign spokesperson. And
question
he
before he
collected
answer.
money.
He was like,
He
no, fuck
cannot
it.
tell me that he did not collect money. We're running into millions of naira, more than 500 million. He can let him come here, sit on your studio, look me in the eye, and tell me that he has not collected more than 500 million naira from Atiku Abubakar. Let him come and face me like this. Bring him to this studio and bring me too. Don't be the one trying to defend him. Bring him. You can reschedule this program for tomorrow. I'm here.
Kulata, you know why we are, you know why a person like me, they give attention to this clown? Now because there's no action going on from the government, from Asu Rock. Nothing tangible, we don't, there's nothing. So now this kind of clown, now we go to listen to. You see what I'm trying to say? And Obi no talk. Eh? We are waiting for Obi to make speech now. You go see. Obi go talk for this Ayo funeral now. Now only now all the media go take. Eh? And you are coming here to accuse me of being Bajo. Eh? That's not fair. Just look at what we are subjected to. The national TV. Look at what we are listening to. Eh? Clowns. Either they collect money to speak Fulani. Just say. At a time, Ulata, 40 years from now, when your grandchildren go ask you, when did they really colonize us in 2025? Wait, what are you discussing? You go say, nah, you are making case for Bola Tinubu of the president. And this is the kind of the national conversation we are having while we have a sitting president. Eh? I'm ashamed. Ah, it was an illusion that was built as an exploiter at Mark.
Here. I'm half time. Bring him here. Let him sit here.
Larry,
As spokesperson of Atiku's campaign, did he not collect money?
Okay, Larry.
Yes.
Let's leave.
Boy, he's supposed to collect money now. You just said he's a spokesperson to Atiku campaign. That is not a free job. No be the late Muhammadu Nota is saying be charity. I be like he got paid for his services, just as you got paid for you to come and be start running your mouth here too. What's the difference? Eh? I blame Tinubu, who is not action oriented, who is not delivering the dividends of democracy to the people. That's why we are subjected to this kind of humiliation. Eh? But at the time when I'm supposed to be dieting, not every information I should be consuming, look at what I'm subjecting my followers to. Eh? More than no verse, but when we have a president
Personality
I don't
issues. The personality side, persons have the right to defend their own integrity. You said Aredele Mamadou has a degree in Yoruba. He also has a master's in literature in English. But let's leave all these personality things. Now, let's talk about...
I should be writing books now.
Let's talk about more substantive.
Why doesn't the guy he came with a purpose to just come and just be. So what does it matter whether the guy read Yoruba, I been engineer, I been like where experience day again? Does experience count at all in today's life? Like I don't get it.
Substantive issues. Now, one, there is talk in the community about coalition politics. Where do you think that is going? The APC believes that coalition politics it will work, that it is a democracy. Some other people say, it is not going to work. They say, it's not going to affect
either President Tinubu or the APC in any way. Now, what do you think about this coalition politics, the personalities involved? Let's deal with that.
The moment you are doing coalition, and that coalition is to support one person's ambition. Who is talking about coalition? Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. And who is thinking about benefiting from coalition? Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. How will coalition now work? The moment you are talking about coalition to benefit Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, coalition will not work. And that is why I've maintained that coalition, even, okay, is anything working in coalition today? It has, before they even started it, it has failed. They will tell you that, oh, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar will run with Peter Obi. Will Peter Obi agree to run with Atiku Abubakar? Will Atiku Abubakar allow Peter Obi to run as president under the coalition? Or will Peter Obi allow another person to be fielded as candidate? Those are the issues. It cannot work, and it will not work. Then,
You know, with all the noise where the guy come make, it makes is stating an obvious point, which has been my own conclusion here, right? One thing he said that I totally agree with that. I mean, this idea of coalition, who is going to be the beneficiary of this coalition? I think Abubakar, so
this
which
is
doesn't make sense,
2025.
right? Which doesn't make sense. That's why when the moment you're trying to talk of Atiku, PDP issue or something, like you're just talking nonsense. No matter how they try to walk around this their coalition, whatever, it's still Atiku. And the goal is that maybe they will get Obi to run under or with him on SDP. So it doesn't just make sense how I don't know how they try. They are taking everybody for a fool with that. And I noticed that from the beginning, Shegu Sheumi announced the alternative. I was like, which can fucking first of all, if to say this alternative is centered around the youth, just that's because, as far as I'm concerned, that's what PDP lost. PDP lost that useful constituency. They don't get youth, even when they try towards 2023 election, carry their youth chairman, give what 14, 15 years old, but still doesn't fucking work. So he's still building coalition around the same old gag, the same like so. Is a I don't know. They are just fooling us. And the fact that I don't blame the people anyway, because we were always subject to mobilization because we just went from disagreeing with the election results, we complain, then straight up to aligning and forming a political coalition. And you now understand why they diverse for Obi. Because now only Obi, they say, even if he's pretending, even if you don't agree with it, as I say, he's a politician. But you cannot you cannot disagree with the fact that his rhetoric aligned with the reality on ground. He's the one that said, "Come, let's at least let's pretend as if we care about the people, right? At least let's move on that route." So no matter the coalition, that's why I say I don't think Obi is foolish, unless he is, but I don't think he's foolish. I don't expect him to either join PDP or join forces with Atiku, or even form any alliance. Any outside alliance that will come and join that his movement now to come kill him. Oh God. Like he should just keep going. The best thing they will do is to register him mass in one political party and take over the structure of that party and make it their own and forge ahead. But any assimilation, either na then go meet group of people or allow group of people come in, is done. It go waiting that they face for Labour Party, so it will be like a tip of an iceberg. The girl last point was statement of fact, but will Atiku hear that? No. I don't expect Atiku to hear that. Now Atiku, now they pay for this kind of narrative. So I know he's not going to hear that. Now ambition, this has nothing to do with it. That's why they always try tell Omori interest now confess. Forget you cannot list your interest among the pledge of the people, but can they deceive people like him? Obi understand better now. I reckon he will not run under Atiku. It make no political sense. Even Kenneth Okonkwo is also suggesting that. Kenneth Okonkwo, that's why I asked who in the work for at this point. Because he's working for Atiku. That's as far as I'm concerned. I only gonna know how much that guy they pay. Kulata, if you get the link, I beg.
by by
Hit
this
me
time
up.
next year, we're already talking about who is the candidate, or who will be president candidate of the political parties. By this time next year. So how do you do coalition of political party between now and next year and you produce a candidate? It will not work. And I'm saying it here. That coalition is DOD, dead on arrival.
That's not fact. Totally agree with the man. Not just distraction. You be there should focus and start registering in mass. Just take your crusades to people. This energy wait there online. So the obedience have already dominated your online space. Some of the biggest platform on our social media are controlled by the obedient movement. That's all. Blast is only Twitter now. I think Tinubu dominates Twitter. When I say dominate Twitter, some of the Twitter influencers are pretty much leaning towards the man in power. But his son is concerned is dominating this street too. Because that movement where the son run around, so people don't understand the impact yet. They go feel am as time goes on. Say yes, the guy actually do some groundwork. But there's nothing Obide can do the same thing. I just resources they need. They should channel that resources to forming little coalition, little groups here and there. With the Zenith Labour parties will be an OT plan B. Well, all those parties too are the same. And they are owned by the if you no go ready. See, as far as the obedience no go take ownership of a political party, they are still playing with danger. Because those political parties are all owned by the same class of political elites. All of them outside AAC, which is the Showore. But sadly enough, Showore party was put together to protest and to drive trend on social media. It's not to challenge the status quo. Because if it's to challenge the status quo, it's almost 10 years in the formation of that party. They can't boast of one local government or even a polling unit. So where lies the hope? It lies in that movement called the obedient. Kenneth Okonkwo is baby politician, has no politician value. He is good when it comes to talking. Yeah, but that's where that's also very valuable resources. When you are a good storyteller, that's what that matters, right? So he's building his political capital. All he needs now is just one appointment, into one government. Then he will capitalize on it. So it get frustrated easily because things like that is the popularity enjoy as a star, as a movie star. I think
You were the one
he can easily translate to political power, but a lie. It's a different arena.
Oga Ruben Apati, you said Dele Momodu have been in journalism for a decade. You see, we mix things too much. It is better for us to say that Dele Momodu has been in the business of publishing photo album. When you are publishing photo album, then it's different from being a journalist.
Now yeah, I know say the guy just say he just come play. He no come rationalize it. He just come play because come on now. This guy, even if I don't know, I know say he and Dele Momodu go don't be friends for they go don't know each other for like even before I was born. So for him to come just reduce Dele Momodu like that, because even yes, now photo book publisher be that still qualify him to be a journalist because he's telling a story with his his own photo book, as he put them. But that's a full-blown magazine that actually tells story, which what are the core of journalism. So I don't understand. But I am not going to say it's not that he doesn't know what he's talking about. So he came to make full of just as I say, I earlier concluded, which Kulata agree with me, that the government that we have is a sleeping government. It's not action oriented, either good or bad. The last action he took was that of Rivers State. I like that. That shake everybody a little bit, but that was then, you know. So I could excuse this man coming to national TV and laugh at all of us. He went to the gutter with the lane. I just now I talk. See, there's nothing to talk about. The government of the day has nothing going on, so they are employing tactics of distraction. They are looking for something that will send the Nigerian public to weekend, just to argue instead of paying attention to what matters. That is what this is about. You
Being a
know what he's
journalist now.
doing.
Listen, let me continue, I beg. He was publishing photo album. Ovation was a photo album now. It was a photo book. So when you have a published photo book, how does that make you a journalist? It's just like some people who are merely who are on air personality, OAP, and we also call them journalists. What I said yesterday, I stand on it because he has that antecedent.
The guy said today I'm in war. That was directly to Kilonkwe, Rufai. That bullet was him at Rufai, and the guy no miss. That was like, come on now. But I think I like Rufai comeback, Sha. but you were just too late. You don't collect the bullet already. Rufai try hard. Rufai went to Grok. Rufai went to Grok to go find
Said
response to
yesterday,
that
I stand on
bullet.
it because he has that antecedent. When he was publishing that photo book called
Air
Ovation Self,
personality,
what was he
not
doing?
journalist.
Going to military generals' houses, military people to go to his houses to their houses to take pictures and publish pictures as photo album. That's what he was doing. So he came yesterday and
But
I
that's
said
not
that is
journalism
what
too
he
now.
is doing. He is doing because of his stomach. I stand on it. Because this is not the first time. He did the same thing for Rotimi Amechi.
But I like this kind of job, Sha. Just come TV talk rubbish and you get paid. Like you are accusing Dilemma Modo of the same crime you are like literally committing. That sounds like Democrats. They project their evil on.
He did the same
Oh
thing
man,
for
wow.
the FCT minister with on Wike. He did the same thing for Saraki. He's doing the same thing now for Atiku. And the issue is
I mean, his clientele, his list of his clientele says something about it. That means it's good. If you imagine that I get those kind of clientele, I don't get like two of those. I don't finish now. I
here
don't
is that
arrive.
one of the aberration of
What?
the PDP aberration has produced is Dele Momodu. I had him being introduced as PDP
Yeah.
chieftain as how.
Why are they vex? This now people grandfather man, make they leave this job for up and coming judge and bail journalists like us. This is our job. Why all these grandparents come just fool themselves like this?
How? When did he
I'm
become
beefing.
PDP chieftain, for Christ's sake? Somebody who joined PDP 2022 and suddenly become PDP chieftain. PDP
If
chieftain
they
as how?
do.
Is that how to become a chieftain of a political party? He's merely a member of PDP who joined the PDP 2022 and he does not know the workings of the party. If he
Hey, you see wetin go the next person wey go come, Shegun Shewumi will come and respond to this guy. He go go tell us, say, come, we are the founding member of that party and I've never shift. I've years some people who left and came back. Are we there yet? So that guy, he will come
He
and
knows.
respond.
He
I
will come
just, I
on
just
TV to state
see
to start
that.
talking about zoning to southeast, zoning to south. PDP does not zone to, does not do zoning to southeast, south, northeast. PDP does north and south zoning. It is when positions are zoned to whether north or south that if position is zoned to south, for instance, it is the people in the south that can now microzone. PDP as a party at the national level.
Chris King, no be jealous. You understand? Just this is Wike and Atiku responding, talking to each other. They are not. They no be us. This is us for our own entertainment. This is Wike and Atiku talking to each other. So they are well paid to come speak. The guy, if maybe the only jealous way you go talk say maybe the labor model is getting paid, he get more, he's getting paid more. But the labor model resume is thick, man. That's why when he talk say he's not a journalist because he read Yoruba. This motherfucker has been in trenches for the past 40 years. So I don't understand. So that no count. So maybe he's getting paid more. And I don't know this guy criteria or pedigree or what he has, you know, to see where he go fit compare himself with Daily Mombody in terms of how much they are getting paid. But if there anything like jealousy, maybe it's coming from
Does not do
angle.
microzoning. PDP would zone to north or south, and people in either north or south will now sit and microzone to either southwest, southeast, or south or northwest.
Now, this is northern argument. This is turn by turn argument, right? This is not. That's why, because I talk people, they tell the obedience, they should watch out. The 2023 is centered around two things. Two things. Obi and how the northern individual presidential ambitions will finish. 2023 has nothing to do with Tunubu. Mugu come out Tunubu, make Tinubu finish. No, 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 no. That one is not under their control. They don't say that one already. So the number one goal for 2027 for half of the country, which is the North, collectively, is how do we stop Obi momentum? That's collectively, which is the point this guy is making by saying PD has nothing to do with PDP, zoning has to do with South and North. Now, then the
West
second thing
or
about that is
northeast.
the northern candidate, the northern individual, the Konkosos, the Atikus, the Erufai, the Zulum, the all. How well they finish 2027 is very important because now consensus candidates not go always present going to 2023. So whoever they are fighting to put is their self individually in a better position for them to make that case. So how we go beat Tinubu, all those ones are just nothing. That's not, you know, even come, is gone. That one is, as I said, they don't say that one long
East
before
or
now.
not central. That is how it is done. But Agbadele Mamodu does not know, and it is not his fault. He is ignorant of the working of PDP. He just joined. He's a new member. On a normal circumstance, normal situation, he should be queuing up between people like us and be calling us leader.
We call us leader. Shehu Shewumi will come tell us, they come when you join the party, we will call you leader. You see, Kedu, I believe it's just bunch of clowns. It's not jealous in any way. No, they are earning their power. These guys. Now the highest pay. People don't understand. Say now politics now be the political industry. Now be the highest, the most lucrative industry in Nigeria now. So that's why everybody they work hard to be PA, SA. Boy, what's the last argument? These people were they fool themselves around again at the three. Let me see.
Oga Ruben Apati, you said Dele Momodu have been in journalism for a decade. You see, we mix things too much. It is better for us to say that Dele Momodu has been in the business of
Okay,
publishing
Rabiu,
photo book,
your man
photo
is
album.
struggling
When you
currently.
are
Some
publishing
of
photo
his
album,
No,
then it's
no.
different
madmen
from being
are
a
moving
journalist
for
now.
APC. Nah, my guy,
Listen,
you don't know how to
let me
politics.
continue, I beg. He was publishing photo
He don't
album.
jump for
Ovation was a
APC
photo
already now.
album now. It was a photo book.
Once your
So when you are for
loyalists
publish
don't
photo
they
book,
go ahead for
how
you,
does
that's
that
the
make you a
statement.
journalist? It's just like some
Because
people
in one, maybe they see
who are
they see
merely
they
who are
negotiate the
on air
position when he go
personality
occupy
OAP,
for APC
and we also
or
call
the
them
role where he go
journalists.
play. That's why they
What
never
I
make
said
him
yesterday,
official.
I
He's already
stand
an
on
APC
it
man, so he's not struggling.
because
To me, so far, now he put himself for a better position to he is in a better position to get that consensus because all he need to do is to now how to adjust this APC structure as soon as Tinubu they come out or how he go take enrich that structure. Once he can do that, it's over. He go get the PDP, he go get the APC ticket.
Oga Ruben Apati, you said Dele Momodu have been in journalism for a decade. You see, we mix things too much. It is better for us to say that Dele Momodu has been in the business of publishing photo book, photo album. When you are publishing photo album, then it's different from being a journalist now.
What's the
Listen,
difference? What's the difference though? Photo book, photo album, you are publishing. You are telling that's what I say you are what are you what you are telling a story with those photos that I mean I don't understand though. This guy. But again, I understand. He
then
has
it's
to
different
come
from being a journalist now.
fool all of us.
Listen, let me continue, I beg. He was publishing photo album. Ovation was a photo album now. It was a photo book. So when you are for published photo book, how does that make you a journalist? It's just like some people who are merely who are on air personality OAP, and we also call them journalists. What I
This one
said
that really
yesterday, I
short.
stand on it because he has that antecedent. When he was publishing that photo book called Ovation Self, what was he doing? Going to military generals' houses, military people to go to his houses to the houses to take pictures and publish pictures as photo album. That's what he was doing. So he came yesterday and I said that is what he is doing. He is doing because of his stomach. I stand on it. Because this is not the first time. He did the same thing for Rotimi Amechi. He did the same thing for the FCT minister with Wike. He did the same thing for Saraki. He's doing the same thing now for Atiku. And the issue here is that one of the aberration of the PDP aberration has produced is Dele Momodu.
You say APC youth in the state does not want him to join them. All those ones don't get power now. If you be just look at scheme of things now. If you be Tunubu, eh? You person like Nkozo. Nkozo is not coming by himself, he's coming with a state governor. Now what people know the factor in be that. He's not coming with he's not just coming by himself, he's coming with a state governor. He's coming with 1 million plus votes. He's coming with how many members? So he has a lot. So you can it doesn't matter what the youth think. Gangu Jesse will be chairman of the party. He's out. He's on his way out. That's what it means. So Tunubu will look at his own what will benefit him more than waiting the youth, the noise with the youth they make of the states. With the current leadership in the motherlands, what do you expect? Even pastors have gone mute like not. No, pastor, they never mobilize them. They never mobilize those pastors. They will see money goes soon come now. They go soon now. Oh, wait, get one video where I won't play. Let me play. Money go soon start to dey go round. Money never you know they hear all those pastors now because he it never flow. Once they don't distribute money, they won't do it legally this time around. Under the disguise of IMF program. Like because IAF don't they urge the Tinubu administration to come. Your 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 policy is not trickle down, which is what this man was trying to say.
It's very difficult to see some of our leaders going around America, Europe, Canada, Australia, China, demarketing our country. When we're busy looking for investment to pull up
My
the country, people are busy going to tell everybody in Nigeria that nothing is happening in Nigeria. Sure. But how do we bring the people up? We must lift our Nigerians up. The policies of President Ahmed Tinubu is going to work, and it's working, but the problem is that it's not trickling down. It's the trickling down effect is what is after, and that is why we need continuous investment without stop. This is why we're all over. Some of our leaders going around America, Europe, Canada, Australia, China.
You see, say the effect of Obi, the fear of Obi is very strong. Even to mention his name, the guy they fear. Is the some of our leader. At least other people who are criticizing Obi, that they feel measure his name, that they go at him straight. Who's Okalu they fear? He see what happened to just Charles Oludo. The guy they fear. He says some people, they talk of Australia and Canada. Abba, uncle, man up, man, man up. It's just getting started. Ojuzo Okalu want to be Senate president. Of course, it was smart not to mention Obi's name. They fear obedient. Me, they no descend on him. Oh God. What a time, man. What a time. What a time.
China,
What a time.
demarketing our country. When we're busy looking for investment to pull up the country, people are busy going to tell everybody in Nigeria that nothing is happening in Nigeria. Sure. But how do we bring the people up? We must lift.
So far, this administration, Tinubu administration, if there's any constituency or any group of people or individual that has done more demarketing, that has demarketed the Nigerian state so far at the top of the chain at the Nigerian Senate. At every opportunity, from day one, in fact, how they take get into the office of the senator, that's where the marketing starts. So at every turn, they fail. At every turn, when budgets was being passed, Ninge raise alarm, they give her 3 month bullseye. That attracts international audience attention to say come. Why? Because now Atiku man they were able to amplify it. That made the headline for a couple of weeks, if I'm not mistaken. When Tinubu introduced, we don't forget easily now. When Tinubu introduced a tax bill, again, Senate could not decide what to do with it. That attracts international attention because that is at the core of investment. What investors look for, serious investor, once they want to invest in any society, they will first of all look at what are the laws of that country. Because the laws will determine if their business is going to be safe or not. Not necessarily how the citizens are behaving. No, the law of the country will protect them. So at every juncture, they fail. Then the Ogbonge of it all is the Natasha and the Senate President Tobago that is still going on. That is still going on. Natasha took the whole Senate to the National International Assembly. So if there's anybody, any group of individual that is doing damage to the image of the country, as far as this administration is concerned, is the Senate. Even the Bola Tinubu administration, that the story that thread follow his campaign up to the point of election, that was orchestrated to destroy not just him but his administration, by extension the nation. I think he survived that. The country survived that. Nobody actually really care about. Even for the past week, David Odeyin is trying to resurrect that drug peddling issue, but still nobody give a fuck anymore, right? So even that is not enough to. But the Senate, at the judiciary was was up there. At least Dele Momodu single-handedly take the judicial system, put them up there for the international community to extray. So the fact that Obi is just literally telling the story of average Nigerian today. Not be saying the amplifier in a way. No, it's not even dramatic about the whole situation of how things are how the reality on ground is. It's just literally being made to say things the way they are, right? And the fact that they are seeing fault is that now them they actually now amplify that whatever they are trying to cover the image of the country. Now then they open them up. Because all they could do, all the easiest thing to do is just to counter the Obi's argument with action, where there's a man who is doing something about that. Let's finish the video first. There's something big is happening. Something big. I know get it. Yes, something big is happening. If you pay attention during the campaign, Erufai says something about banking system. How many citizens has access to the banking system, which is about 39% overall. Remember when this the CBN governor was trying to play uh, game with our currency during the election, and that's when that confession come. Then I think one of the first international trip that the president made, that's Tinubu, was to visit Netherlands on his way to China World Economic Forum in the either India or Saudi Arabia or UAE. When he take a detour in Netherlands to see the Queen, who is in charge of the global uh, financialization of pretty much every citizen of the whole globe. Want to go by World Economic Forum's agenda. So he stopped. People don't pay attention to that because the story that actually came out of that detour he took to Netherlands was, one of the presidential jets had a faulty, blah 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 blah. That was just the noise that dominated the space. So I'm saying that because the next video I will play after this result was a step towards making sure every Nigerian have dole. You must be hooked to banking. But with the immediate benefit of doing that is to sharing money, which is an IAF certified policy.
Lift our
But
Nigerians
we will
up.
finish this man
The
first.
policies of President Ahmed Tinubu is going to work, and it's working. But the problem is that it's not trickling down. It's the trickling down effect is what is after, and that is why we need continuous investment without stop. This is why we're all over everywhere to bring new investment back to Nigeria, so that people can see work, hunger will go.
Now, there's something is said here that the policy is already taking shape, is already taking effect. The benefit is already being felt. It's just that it's not being felt at the bottom. if you are a follower of this platform, my first assessment or first pronouncements regarding Bola Tinubu administration was Bola Tinubu administration will do two things. It's going to create new set of billionaires, especially the western or the southern constituents. New billionaires will be created. Second, more Nigerians will be subjected to this nation state welfare, school loans, food stamps, free money, and all those nonsense to keep us poor and be those are dependent to the state. That's what this government agenda is. And that's exactly what this man just said. Yes, the policy has already started using food, just that it's not trickling down. So that's why they need investors from outside to come and invest. It's not going to trickle down.
We go
They only share
and
money.
things will work. I know it's all over the world, it's difficult. But let our leaders come together. We are one family. Tinubu is not the owner of this country. He's just our president, which he will go. Buhari is already in Daura. He's from Kaduna. Tinubu will one day, after 8 years or so, one day be in Lagos. And nobody calls his name. So let us stop demarketing our country. Let us as family come together and work on our economic policies. The essence of opposition is to do the correct things and tell us what is wrong, how we can better the life of the people we want to govern. If it's this way that opposition will be, it means they have nothing to offer Nigeria. We will not have anything from anybody. I'm not a frivolous man. I don't live in politics. I don't play politics. I bring new investments that Nigerian people can have jobs and people of our country will be committed to it. So I prefer leaders who are speaking the truth to the world than try to malign the country. It's not the right thing to do. Can we change our hearts? Work for the betterment of Nigerian people. Whether you are anybody, let us work the betterment of Nigerian people. The betterment is what we need, whether we are right or wrong. Let Nigerian people be lifted up. That is my own bane of contention. And anybody who do not want to do this is plugging our country into a problem. Can we please rise and work for more investment to the country? Continuous investment. China was once in this position we are today.
No, you are going. No, you don't miss you don't miss you. I agree with the point he's trying to make. If things were normal, if within normal situation, yes, there's every sense for every one of us to do our own best to promote the country. But a situation whereby the country is on and the leaders that we have are working for the people who own the country. In other way, we are not demarketing the country to anybody because there is no national consensus, there is no national agreement, there is no national focus, there is no national agenda. So what are we even demarketing in the first place? So, okay, we agree we should not demarket. In the absence or the opposite of demarketing, had to be with promotion. So what should we be promoting? What should we be promoting? If we are mandated to promote one Nigeria with the poor people, the leaders, the elite, are singing a different song. We should stop demarketing the country outside the country. The first way to do that is to stop investing outside the country with the country's money. All the real estate that the people like Uzokano have along the Carolina shores, the North Carolina, the South Carolina, the Georgias of today, bring them back. Then we will actually know if the dividends of democracy is not going to trickle down.
Vietnam was once in this position. We can overcome, and we will overcome. Because subsidy is a problem all over the world. You can only do food subsidy. You cannot continue subsidizing everything. Since 1960, this is the first time we are trying to tell goodbye to subsidy. Let everybody work on a real economy, and let us see the chaff and the grace. Goodbye. May we work for Nigeria. May we live and see that Nigeria survive with all economic indices showing positive. To God be the glory.
I no be English person. I no sabi grammar like that. And I think it's obvious from my daily conversation with you guys. But when he keeps saying Nigeria will, I
It's
mean,
very difficult to
I don't know. Okay, make I play am again.
see the chaff and the grace. Goodbye. May we work for Nigeria. May we live and see that Nigeria survive.
So you see, may we work for Nigeria. Why willing? Why I mean I don't know, as I said na grammar here, but when you tell me may we will, it's like a wish. If Nigeria is already ours, if they said something like Nigeria that we can call ours, which is not something that we will, he should be saying that we are working for Nigeria. We must work for Nigeria. Let's work for Nigeria. I don't know. Maybe I too they pay attention to some kind of little details that doesn't make a follow. You say, I beg, show us fight, Sheyi Tinubu and Nas. Not sure how true the news is, but man, the cowboy did beat up the Nas president. I don't know. I'm just hearing that for the first time, so I don't know if any. If I see the video, maybe today or later I will bring out. Kanu is an epitome of political stomach infrastructure. The number one citizen is the one who has demarketed Nigeria with his money laundry journal. So the guy that's why I thought say now the Senate collectively and individually they are the bias now them be our problem in terms of the marketing the product called Nigeria. Next clip of what is he saying? He is not rocket science. He's playing dirty politics with his bullshit. He's spouting out. Of course, he has to fight for his. So now play this breaking news. Wait a minute. I thought I have it here. Just a sec. This video is coming from Kaduna, where the state governor have decided to register what 2-3 million people for bank. As in, I never seen is going to register 3 million Kaduna citizens for bank to have a bank account. You just like I did before. He said that so that they come from what Shena the in the name of sharing money, right? The national when they want to begin share money, it won't be seamless. It won't be seamless. It's going to be seamless. Now all the money just they come to account. That's why they are encouraging people. So I think they are starting from state by state. So from there they will give a full stamp and all that kind of thing. So they are open 3 million bank accounts. Like I still trying to comprehend like the whole point because I never think why I see them when I come online. Like a state government regulating the citizen, giving them a bank account for free just so they can start sharing money. Now that's how the dividends of Bola Tinubu policy will trickle down to ordinary citizens, which is the case Uzokalo was trying to make. Right. So by the time this, because IAF done they push to Bola Tinubu to do it before he left for France when that 1 billion was approved. Half of the 1 billion was part of the nutritional package, sharing money, and all that. So, but my own observation is that Bola Tinubu they draw leg for ground because it's an opportunity for him to kill two birds with one stone, right? If you wait small, maybe some months or 2 years to election, you start sharing that money. Already you have people on your side.
Financing and empower
This is the
marginalized
video.
groups. Governor Obasani at the event disclosed that over 2.5 million accounts have already been opened and nearly 7 million citizens registered for national identification numbers to facilitate financial access.
True financial inclusion is about granting individuals and communities the means to participate meaningfully in the economy, break the cycle of poverty, and elevate their quality of life through access to essential financial services. The last speaker made it clear that opening accounts is only one aspect, but ensuring the people that have accounts benefit from social intervention is key to economic empowerment.
Reflecting on his tenure as
Yes, social intervention and the IF program. So, oh God, there was see by the time you don't get bank account, right, followed by national education card, everything will be digitalized. We be say they go ration food last. So you see the brain behind it is people where want win election. Oh, una say una want beat Tinubu abi. Want beat Tinubu. Come on, how much million? How many million Tinubu they win election? 8 million. They don't already get 700. Abi, how many people already with that bank account? Just all you need to do, don't get like 20 million Nigerians with their bank account under your one die on the eve to the election. I just say everybody money. Boy, oh my God. That's so kulata people want to come out us for poverty. That's how you invest. That's how we take advantage of social intervention. They don't turn us to destitute. They don't turn Nigerians to destitute. Every three months they will send you $500.
his tenure
God,
as chairman
it's
of the
all right.
Senate Committee on Banking and Financial Institutions, Governor Sani said he sponsored the Banking and Other Financial Institutions Act, BOFIA 2020. He pointed out that the legislation brought fintech companies under the regulatory oversight of the central bank, helping expand digital financial services to underserved communities.
I want to say here that before the amendment, Welfare Act was 29 years obsolete. It wasn't in line with global best practice. And if you go around the countries around Africa, no country in the world, not even Africa, will leave their Welfare Act, banking and other pensions, to stay even for 5 years without amendment. A lot has happened since fintechs were brought under the severe regulatory oversight. They have expanded their operations and have been reaching many Nigerians who are formerly outside the financial services system. Fintechs have been supporting the financially exploited populations in Kaduna State and Northern Nigeria in general by giving them access to mobile wallets and banking services, which include access to credit and donor agencies interventions program.
The representative of Vice President Kashim Shettima commended Kaduna State for taking the lead in access to financial inclusion services, especially through the executive order on financial inclusion passed by the governor.
Your Excellency, Kaduna State under
It's crazy though. You know, they are not making provision to provide job for you so that you can earn money. No, they are giving you bank account so that they could give you money. They are just want to render people dependent on the state. Trust me. Get one way they go you give you one better money to go look for a job again or to go for a job go tire you. And that's once you test that freedom, it's over. So, Mark, you say what is going on in motherland is public knowledge. I wonder why the government are worried about the marketing. Now, I said that's why I see that is the whole point of the headline of today's conversation. Now, because the government is not active, yes, it's not action oriented. That's why they had to just they pay attention to priorities because all this thing makes sense. Just as you said, you're the public knowledge. But at least now we are talking about Uzokanu. They are idle. They are idle, and that is because the government is not active. The government is sleeping. Nobody is doing anything. That's why you're seeing all these things.
They can say somebody is the market, somebody is the market.
Are committed to the expansion of economic and financial inclusion and give it the utmost priority. And this is evident by your issuing the first executive order on financial inclusion by any state government in the country at the very start of your administration. Let me use this opportunity, therefore, to congratulate the governor and the good people of Kaduna State for playing a leading role in access to finance in Nigeria. On this platform, I'm therefore pleased that the government of Kaduna State is strongly committed to leveraging financial inclusion as a formidable tool to fight multidimensional poverty in the state. The state leadership can further deepen financial inclusion of its citizens by promoting expansion of mobile banking and agent banking network services at state level.
The Kaduna State government believes that through financial inclusion, the root causes of insecurity will be addressed, which are unemployment and inequality. The state has pledged to intensify efforts in expanding financial inclusion as a strategy to lift millions out of poverty. Nisi Gabriel, Arise News, Kaduna.
How giving people money will lift them out of poverty. You are not giving them strategic loan or grant that is sufficient enough for them to start a business. Then you can 20 years. Those that actually start a business will also contribute to not just to the growth of the economy, they will lift themselves out of poverty directly and indirectly. Other people will employ through them. That's not the case. You want to give people 500 naira every month or 5,000, as the case will be, because it's good to soon. Because as I said, the pressure. That's why I see hand IMF go say Bola Tinubu policy, and they go say he has to go now. He come, Chris King, leave me. I don't know. Financial inclusion is having a bank account. Okay? Ah, waiting. How you want me? You want make I give my other interpretation? There's the financial inclusion to take advantage of the social intervention. Financial inclusion, my brother. And you too like trouble. You see something simple like this, you. Ah, now, no be English we dey speak. Eh, Christine, I talk say na this grammar na I go kill all of us. So it's speaking grammar. Now you want know, now you get time. They want know this. The most important thing they say we want for free. Ah, eh, government will do something for you for free instead of you to appreciate you. Blame you now because they use grammar. Ah, well, Nigeria, this guy, man. I swear, 40 to 50 years from now, if you look back to today's, wetin we dey do, say come, people no go believe. Actually, this is how we dey run. People don't believe. When they go say snake swallow money, empowerment, na financial inclusion, which is to open a free account, bank account. Who get that bank in the first place? What it means that you have a city of if you have 1 million people have a bank account and you they send them 5,000. I don't know my maths like that, but you are looking at something about how many million? 50 million, be 5 million or thereabout. That's you are giving it to or billion. You are giving it to one bank account. Who get that bank? Another bank, the money they could take share am. And we are moving to a situation whereby all our businesses now will be owned by corporation. So the money that you go spend and buying the services and product that they are offering. So the money could just dey recycle within themselves. So the few people just dey very rich, a wide majority are beggars.
But it's a country whereby people that we look up to VDM or that's how the elders we when we always accuse these men, we agbadas will say they know no book, they no get sense, they are stupid, they are foolish, without knowing that we are actually giving them excuse rather than say it the way it is. These people are just mortgaging our life. They are just compromising our life and resources for their benefit. I don't know why person wey dey we get money to build mansion, not just for a village alone. Go build am for some of the most precious real estate in the world, like Dubai, New York, and the rest.
financing.
Driving the latest luxury vehicle, wearing some of the most expensive jewelry. You go say the person don't get sense, the person is stupid. I want to be that stupid though. I really want to be that stupid. So in a way, now we they empower them. But again, I say I know we blame the poor citizen because we don't generate our conversation. What the ordinary people talk about, it is not what we talk about at the mainstream. So that's why they always see people who accuse or blame the ordinary Nigerian for some of how these men they behave. Rather, look at us, the middlemen, in the sense that we that actually shaping the discourse. Because what we talk about in all our the medias that are made available to us, or the platform, has nothing to do with the reality of the ordinary Nigerian. Because I don't think the ordinary person on the streets, if you come out for the big cities, are actually talking about who the next president is going to be or when be the next election. Their focus is how am I going to survive today? So you now understand that the conversation that we are having are not organic. And one way or the other are being engineered by the same people that we say they are foolish and stupid. That's why I say that man will come they run him out for TV. It's not that he doesn't know what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing because there's a space for that. That's what we talk about. So until we start actually representing things the way they are, right? This person steal money, you call her thief. eh? Whatever this person corrupt, you tell her say is corrupt. This person work his way to office is not performing. It is not because he's not competent. No, it is because he is not working for you. You already tell me say I'm not competent, so fuck you. If you kids are not the competence, then why do you care of what I do? Right? But if you accuse me, say I am being compromised, I am a sellout, I am an agent, I am working for sect of interest that is not mine. I no go fit stomach that kind direct accusation. I go dey look for excuse. And by so doing, I open myself up for other people to come in. But when they accuse me, I don't know book, no sabi speak English, nah, idiot, he's too old, he's sick, he no get sense. You are accusing me of literally what I cannot control. What do you want me to do about it? If you accuse me, say I am stupid, what does that even mean? Okay, but I won. That means some people see something in me. Let me just focus on those people who put me there. You say I no get sense in the first place, so that's not your problem. Literally, that's how these people they be human being. Anybody where they chop, they shit, the leg they touch ground. It's not special. No get special, supernatural, but I just common sense in the is more in tune with reality than focus on the difference between the oppressors and the oppressed is that some people believe say they won't go heaven, others don't give a fuck about what heaven is. That's just the difference. Once you beginning to see things from that perspective, you will begin to understand the outcome. In order to actually take the competition to this guy is to actually face the reality. Nobody say there's nothing divine. Nobody God they can't do things. The leaders don't believe in heaven, and then be heaven, and then be God. And then be God. Tinubu is literally a God. Every whatever that comes out of his mouth is an order. Whatever they will no be it's not an attribute of God. And that's an attribute of God now. Whatever he desire, whatever he wish, whatever he wants, literally he gets. But again, we say that kind of person is not competent. He is stupid. He is sick. He is a drug dealer. He like, okay, then what? Then what? That sounds like the minority thing, which as the game goes, you have the right to say whatever the fuck you want. Somebody put $1 million, a millionaire, 500 million, 500,000 for that same person to support that same person where you they say an idiot. Okay, what? How much are you investing to push that what you believe? Say this man an idiot. Okay, fine. I want to spend 1 million to make sure say 20 people knows an idiot. That's just the difference. That's the difference between the rich and the poor. Why we they busy? They look at things that doesn't. Then they look at okay, this guy can cover my secret. This man where they say Baba they sick, Baba no well. But this guy Holy Ghost strong. Oh. Means my interest, my billions, my investment. I think the guy I trust him pass. There's something about him. That's how these people think. It's all about interest, either individual or collectively. A person like Dangote is making a decision. It's about the interest of the Dangote's group. I don't expect him to come and sit down with the brokers Nigerian youth to say, come, who will make it be my who you think they go better protect my empire. No same person could do that. I don't expect Elumelu to come and sit down with internet people. Say, come, Nigerians online, I beg. Who Natije go fit protect my $5 billion empire? Hell fucking no. The guy go sit down. He go say, come, if shop come to push, who get the mind to release bullets to protect my interest? Like say na that guy where they say they sick, so that's what you will go for. So that was the point I was trying to make to Omori. Interest, confess. What is your interest? Then you now find a way to align it. People where they support to be with their billions of naira. They think that oh, this man is actually coming to save the ordinary man on the street. Hell fucking no. Say by blast with this Obizo, if it my this Obi actually get into the house, myself, I don't worry with that. My business will be on the next level. All of a sudden, my business will start getting eyeball. I will start getting access to some like when Kulata was trying to make a point. on Dr. Damage about 2 weeks ago that we did people they complain why people will follow Tinubu go Saudi Arabia. A guy get 250 million to start a business. I like, you see, but he never. They forget that no be everybody, every Nigerian youth has the privilege to be on that same flight or even afford to buy a flight to Saudi Arabia or even be close or be privileged enough for you, a president, to introduce to people that want to like these are the privileges that he never talked about. But if point on the other, oh, I follow the president, I get like, no. Again, he's trying to project his own interest. I no blame him. If you talk about Tinubu, what's that fraud? Which fraud? I don't know fraud is over. How Governor Monday, he is the new demolition man. Oh, Governor Monday is doing excellently well. We don't pass first quarter of his re-election 2028. We are moving to 30% mark. We are don't pass. We have the work we have done so far. Done for his 2028 re-election. We are up there. So he's doing well. He's doing well. He's doing. I know who. As I said, eh, all he has to do is just win, and he won. So finish the job again is for his re-election 2028, inshallah. So Via market kilo shell. I don't know what you they talk now. Which one be NL fund fraud? Uh, Ugori. I don't understand what you mean by student loan fraud. Is that fraud? But I think people they see headlines and some of these people are making case that X amount of people have gotten the loan already. So I don't know if that's a fraud. Eh, because so I don't know. I really don't know how I don't know. I don't know much. I don't know detail. I'm not a fan of the policy, so I condemn her from the get go. It's not something that we need, but I think I'm on the minority side because lost the argument. The man won the election, of course, and he promised he's going to do that. He did. So I took off my investigating lens of that policy. So again, it's to tell you say because okay, I mean Chris Kane, you did there, Abby. Somebody should explain to me this Inamdi Kanu trial. This Inamdi Kanu trials, like it don't make sense to me. What is the whole like? So they have to start afresh all over again because the judge was found wanting. She has to rescue herself. Fine. So another judge has to come in. So why did they have to start afresh? Because let's say they find him guilty and they want to sentence him to 10 years in prison. They go calculate these years when the prison in John go now. It's not going to say they go start afresh. I mean, I am not legally. I am blind. I don't know. So I just because I'm trying to see the whole point of starting this again. If it no be just government that is not active among the citizens' life, nothing they have going. Other than to just find a way to distract us. I mean, I don't know. Somebody, AB. Now when I put them for prison, I beg. What's the point?
So ICPC proved 71.2 billion discrepancy in student loan disbursement. Oh, this guy. Who be ICPC? Who be the student loan? Who be the government? Not be the same. Hey, just like me, you say, may you say Wike wife, investigate Wike after I don't come over office. Ah, life. Wike, last day Wike, my man. Oh, I think say Wike go don't go jail, oh, but Wike proved me wrong. He proved me that he understanding the integrity of the Nigerian politics. I say okay, oh. So Wike is doing 90 people's job as you claim. Monday just dey start, una dey talk re-election. Kilo dey make una re-election start the day about 5 minutes after dem declare am the winner of the result. Na im re-election start. You dey here dey talk of we say we don I just dey tell you say we are 30% in of 2028 plans. You dey here dey talk of I say and I don't even expect him to be in Benin. I expect him to just go sit down for Caribbean, one of the Caribbean islands, just reflect. I just come back for election. We'll see put on there. Benin, Lagos, Benin, Abuja. Hey, we dey here. I never see anything. It's not going to be election. The election will not matter if we don't conclude. Yeah, all the year will be added. So now why they con dey? So that's what I'm saying now. So what is your point of starting the whole judgment, the thread they bring? Like, I don't get it. I don't know.
At the
I don't
resuming
understand.
hearing of
So
Nnamdi Kanu's case, the counsel for the federal government, Adegboyega Awomolo, SAN, told the court that he had earlier filed an ex parte application for the witness to testify behind screens due to the nature of the case and for security reasons, which was granted by the court as there was no objection from Kanu's lawyers. As the government formally opened its case against Kanu, its witness who testified behind the screen told the court that on 14th October 2015, he was assigned with some team members to arrest Kanu at the Golden Tulip Hotel in Lagos. According to the witness whom the court tagged PWAAA, when they got to the Golden Tulip, the reception showed them the guest manifest of several months and noticed that Kanu's name was not there. They, however, got an order to conduct a room-to-room search of the hotel, which produced Kanu in room 303 with a young lady. The witness noticed that Kanu initially resisted arrest and was in an apartment that looked like a broadcasting studio. He was then taken to the DSS command in Lagos, where the items from his room were listed. The witness went on to read a statement made by Kanu on the same day of his arrest, where the IPOB leader said he set up Radio Biafra because he believes in freedom of speech and that the UN Charter of People's Rights guarantees the right to self-determination. In the same statement, Kanu also noted that he was questioned without his lawyer or any legal representation, so he answered the questions asked him in the best way he could. After giving his evidence in chief, the trial judge, Justice James Obotosho, adjourned to May 2nd for cross-examination.
The matter is very simple. The state has a case against our client, and we are defending him. And for the first time, the matter has been opened, and we have heard what the evidence is. On Friday, we are coming back to cross-examine him. But in the main, the matter has commenced on a good note, very sound note, very civilized trial. And we hope by the grace of God we'll continue on this note and get to the end.
Well, it's quite unfortunate that we have not woken up to understand that you cannot just arrest people because they have equipments on them. When the interview was going on, the leader of IPOB was mentioning in that particular interview that he was just broadcasting, telling the world about what the British government is doing. And there's nothing wrong with him telling the world that we deserve our rights. and we deserve what is in London over here to be treated fairly, to have what they have, whatever they enjoy, we need to enjoy it in this country.
For the first time in about 10 years, Nnamdi Kanu's case has made headways. The federal government called its first witness today, and they say they have about 5 more witnesses to call. For a matter that has been granted accelerated hearing, Nigerians are eager to know what will be the outcome of this case. Chibuzo Okezie, AIT News, Abuja.
I don't understand the whole point of. I'm confused because man, I don't know, man. I don't even know what to say about this. Or so the whole point of his treason is that all those ones now terrorists and all that. Those ones now are what if they are going back to his first crime they accused him of, which they said, come on, not be the same matter they arrest him for, they release him before they invaded his house with Operation Python or whatever they call that operation. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, the thing will done over 2 hours. So, Olivier, my deep thinker, why are you confused? I am confused. Oh, you, I mean, I don't understand again. Ah, I don't get. I know you understand. There's the first of all, then fresh. They start the whole thing. The point. I don't understand the the brain or the reasoning behind. Okay, I understand the first judge. As I said, the woman was had to rescue herself and leave the case. So why this one won't start from the beginning? Just based on logic and my observation, the current set of Kanu solicitor just wanted to make progress with the case rather than the back and forth of objection. I might be wrong. Okay. Um Seems Tinubu want to release Kanu before 2027 political play out. Okay. Yeah, my own is that why they have to go start afresh against the whole case again, like, and again after this one now, are they going to start trying them for jumping bail? Because this is before the jump. This is the first arrest now, 9 days. So after they're done with this part, they'll go for why jump bail and all that kind of things. Then they'll come talk about then after that one, they'll come go back to terrorism, treasoning, all those nonsense. Like, I don't get the whole point. Releasing him before 2027, I don't know. So you don't tire after 2 hours, so you go drink. No, I know, I know. Well, if you there, go drink small Gary. But I am bit like you, out of you. Why do you go back to 2025? Yeah, I'm fucking really like, I don't know. So that's why even the whole thing, I don't really pay attention to them when they caught a couple of days ago. I was like, what the fuck are they doing? I thought Nazin I even joked when I see the headline, but it turned out to be so. So it's the but because the current case is yet to start. Man, I don't know. I don't know. They go like, if Tinubu want release them, so Tinubu go want take advantage of the situation for his political gain. How he want do am, I don't know. So they can quickly sentence him now and maybe backdate the start of the jail time. I think he might have been there for like 3 years now. You don't forget Shewore case. No, but what I'm saying, because saying them now, anytime when they will just wake up, they will just slam one case. They will say na terrorist today. Tomorrow they will say na like they just dey. So I don't know where they. Yeah, but I just hope they no be just distraction. They just want I don't know. I just couldn't I just know say they are up to no good. The government is up to no good, but I don't can pinpoint what it is. Mark, good observation. Say we cannot dey criticize. No, nah, you know, see, the Tinubu administration, Obi no be their problem. They know they see Obi, do we know be their, nah, Atiku be their problem. Nah, Atiku, nah, him go fit pull any surprise off. So Tinubu know that. But again, Wike, on one hand, in the feel say we in big pass Obi, politically speaking. So another angle to see is that not the same political capital they get in terms of followership, right? So if Wike Warren, let's say, has the opportunity to get a major presidential platform ticket, now see the South people decide and then go. So it look at it like that way. So, and on the other hand, again, another angle is that the obedience, them know the we can understand uh, see okay, this is that Wiki and Obi are the same. Oh. They are fighting the same fight from different angle. If you look at it, right? Now, Obi they fight the status quo in a way, but using the people's pledge. They use it capitalize on the people's emotion, people's fear, people's reality, however you want to say it from. While Wike understand the structure. Wike they say come. This presidency, so we took get money for us to the for all these men to just to dey run around like that. The name say that na lie. So that is at the core of his animosity towards it's just they use article, right? Article is just the face of that born to rule. You know, that is article is still part of the Islamic Fulani hegemony. It just his own style is different, and that's why it's kind of a little bit annihilated. So Obi and Wiki, politically speaking, have a lot in common. So it's of no use when you want to dey fight Obi in the first place. I like what for what? What you want gain? Obi no be him problem. So you know they see Obi as the problem. If he no need Obi at the same time, if there's anything that Obi need them, that's how he they think. And he can afford to think like that because I mean, waiting he won't do now. There's nothing he can do. The people are with Obi, the money they inside. So it's a it's a very good observation. But even just look at if you go back to Wike's record, he has never criticized Tinubu or insult Tinubu one day too before it become Tinubu become president. You go back to all Wike's life, you never see and say bad things about Tinubu. And some people noticed that during the campaign, and they, they that's why they believe that Wike go. Some people actually believe that Wike will work for Tinubu before it actually happened, and those are some of the observation be that Wike, the only man who understands governance and politics in this administration. Everyone is praising Wike in Abuja, yet him they show Fubara for Rivers. No, Wike nah. See, Wike is just Wike understand the arena when they play. So it's a nine day the nine wear the shoe. So if what he's doing might be strange, and that now because of his style be that. Everybody that's why we are talking about Obi yesterday. Say it is the only thing, his only difference is that just of his style of the weather, the way he go take go back, or just in choosing to be kind of reserved, simple, and all that. It's a style who seems to be working for him. It no go work for everybody. It no go work for everybody. Obi no good person. Obi no fit play arrogance or extravagance. He no go even sweet up. He no because no be his style be that. That's not who he is. So Wiki understands they come. Oh. this money day man, and like talking about River State. Come, this country they stand on one of the leg where this country they stand on now we get them. This gentlemaness, he just look and say come, he say come. Who delay play won't play politics, like hardcore politics, but Obasanjo use Agbero defeat am. Amechi cut out to the caliphate, play yes sir to follow the Buhari, playing nice to the pivot to the northern power angle. The guy fail. So the guy say 9 weeks say fuck it, what do I have to lose? Fuck everybody. I'm going with the street. But not be just the street now, with the creek. So because how go get money like that with they take us they play? Because if to say Ibori act like Wike, if for survive Obasanjo, because Tinubu survived Obasanjo, because people seems to forget Obasanjo na terror. People that accuse Tinubu of trying to make Nigeria one party state, one party state. Obasanjo was the master. Party no even strong that time now. No be only PDP. Now PDP and everyone. The only strong party now Buhari CPC. Just think about that for a minute. The only strong opposition party during Obasanjo and CPC. That is how that guy now master of how to take advantage of the system. So the people that survived Obasanjo had to take that madness to him too, and because money they in hand. But Tinubu just lose a come. I'll be stupid now. I go my state they generate money like that. One person go they did not lie. It's not going to work. You can't. It's not going to work. Let's go. Let's go. He for me using his own creek. Whatever it is, he was able to rescue Obasanjo to stand still. Ibori no survive. Alamis here no survive. Kilokwe, the Rivers guy, that one no survive. He good, Egbenidio no survive. Just look at all the states that has a little bit of money. They no survive. Ekwakuso say no survive for Kano. They deal with them. But no be say then Kokoso fall victim of being loyal to Obasanjo PDP. No say at that time they won't embarrass the Sonny Abacha according to them. They rise again. So all the states that matters in the scheme of things, none of them survive for Obasanjo. That's why when they say Tinubu na terror, Tinubu na lie. Obasanjo was worst. So we can are like students. We can are students. We can sit down, observe everywhere, say come. Every one of them, every one of my predecessor who play nice, who play to the rules of who play to the tone of this military elite, then they know survive am anyway. So what's the point? Let me go all out. So I think so far I think that's what I've noticed about the guy, and I think that's what still keep him in the game. Still keep him there, give him that a little bit of relevancy. Okay, what's going on with your presidential candidate Konkoso? Is he going to APC? Yes, so he don't go already now. You see me, is he going? He don't go already now. You don't see the men. Is most of his rep members don't. You don't go already. I believe the internal discussion they go on the role and the position is going to occupy in the party, and I think that's the best way for him going to, because since now 2031 be the goal. So he has to find a house now to fight his way through. So I think I wrote him out before a couple of months ago, but I think he's taking the right step. But he go survive him. When I mean he go survive the party, because the party there are too many hungry men inside. But we see, because PDP, SDP we shrink the party a little bit. And when I mean shrinking the party, that is the power, because there are so many people who are vying for that position in the party, who are capable of running for that position in the party as you speak. But he is coming with a governor and a little bit of movement that and a goodwill in a way that is, if he make a case well, we give him a very solid. I expect him to go for the chairmanship of the party immediately. Yeah, we can understand not just Igbo politics, understand the politics against the Igbos, against the so aligning publicly like that with them, we go affect them. But last, well, some politicians now politicians are no matter what they do now, yeah, time will come when it go align, say I be Igbo and it will be in the advantage too. So I think they know what that they do. Now Igbo market know they sell now because of the scheme of things. I don't know. Yeah, Obi no fit well as it you like Obi see Obi just Obi no dey Obi understand who is relevant, who can elevate his cause. Attacking weak or like that's just waste of time and they no need it. I mean for what? We cannot be where in they go. We cannot be stopping block. We cannot be if now we can Obi could be president just like that. Wike cannot help Obi cause or derail Obi cause in any way, shape or form. He can't. Why Wike swing Port Harcourt to Tinubu is because Tinubu is more rugged. Tinubu will get with the route where Wike take, which is the creek route. Now only Tinubu go understand that. Now only people go feel back home, go feel go all the way. Because Wike understand. Wike just say, okay, who has more to gain and more to lose? That's 2023. And now Tinubu has more to lose and more to gain. He has invested so much more before 2023. And if you lose them, that will be the end. So he's ready to you sign any deal. So Wike just look at his own safety net and go with that. And answer that. So he don't really get because Wike and Obi and Tinubu ready to go. Tinubu has the way to other power blocks in rivers because it's not just about Wike. Other interests have there. And Jagban has direct access to all those other power blocks. So getting Wike to agree is not rocket science. Of course, Wike only attack when he feel betray. That's another thing. Because Wike na student of the game. He has factored in so many things. Those that work and those that not work. He has factored. If you come after him, he has something. You know, say we not be friends before, so he will gladly return the favor. The South only starting to realize that they have the education and the resources. Don't need to pander to anyone or region. Yes, I drag that yes, but there's another factor Now that they get financial power. Now they get financial power. Because one thing we should realize that before the civil war, there are a lot of people who are financially in a better position in the southeast, which adds to the financial power of the south generally. So when the defeat of the southeast automatically set that place back. So the few people who now have access to money, which is the southwest, the early politicians, the Abiolas and the what did they do? They have to form alliance with the majority to get a political power to protect their own interests. So what you are seeing now is that there are more people who are financially better off. They can afford to invest in the political system, either to come into power directly or to support other people. Again, and after the war, right, military becomes pretty much the supreme council, the supreme leader, they come the control pretty much. And again, the South lost the war. Automatically, the northern people use opportunity to occupy the military like that. So what you they see, that's why I thought say Tinubu government we enrich, we produce few individual billionaires, and there will be majority come from the south. It's already southwest is already happening. It's a good thing. The problem that you are seeing the southeast is facing is that, man, 50 years ago they, yes they literally struggle to survive. Majority of them. And one thing people are not still one thing or another thing you should factor about Obi's secret weapon is that nobody knows where in well today, so you know if you attack him. Uzo Kalu today they suffer because most of his investment is in Nigeria. That's why he go jail, he come out. You have to even take so Obi, you know if you attack in business, you cannot in outside you feel attack him and he's ready to work for the outside interest, which is what the similarity you have with the rest of them. Right. So all these things you have to factor in. If you remember, as soon as Bola Tinubu come to power, the first couple of days and weeks, what they do? They begin attack some notable business, wealthy people in Lagos, who are not necessarily say all of them are able people, but their support during the election now will be their support, whether I like it or not. My royal father now one of them. I saw him running around like a scared cow. That's power. When Donald Trump become president, what happened? Everybody, all the billionaires that were the other side of the aisle, all of them begin run to Molalago, they kiss in ass, from Mark Zuckerberg to Jeff Bezos to you name them. That's power. So the challenge, the audacity that is coming from the south now is that some people some billionaires are becoming to raise their holy egg to match that. So yes, the realization say now we get the resources. I talk if anything way you know if you protect, no be your own. It doesn't matter even your wife, it's not yours. So now they can protect. They are now in position to have generals to have people. So that's what you are seeing happening. And again, we thank God say the next power tussle it will be largely no be who get produce rice pass, no be who produce cement pass, no be who even produce oil pass now, right? In the next 1 or 2 decades, now who is going to be the next inventor? Who has the monopoly of the cyberspace? And that's where again the power will 100% shift to the south. But it's not going to happen like that without a fight. And that the fight now you dey see so. So Obi represent that new audacity that money is behind. You understand? Obi represent that new group of new money. New money. new technology will come to place. That social media, use of AI to its support. That's why I say if Obi succeed 2027 by just making sure he go beyond 6 million, maintain that 6 million, or maintain the same position he is, there's problem. That time now we go fully understand wetin Sultans of Sokoto mean by saying social media is a terrorist organization. At that time, you will understand how advanced the southern part of Nigerians have gone in terms of social media, AI revolution. Even though we know the kind development that is taking place within that space will be our saving grace, will be the another last chance we have to fight the Islamic State that they have headband on dominating the political structure, which is a very good strategy anyway. Because when you have the political structure under your control, you dictate what happened. That's exactly what is happening in America too with Donald Trump administration. The America needs to move to the next level. Everything has to change. We need a mandate, a well-support mandate, who will be in control of all the political structures, and that's what Donald Trump was able to bring to the table. And you see what is happening. Judges go they go jail. If you fuck up, if you stand their way, they will crush you. So that's what the angle the Islamic State is taking. Dominate the political structure, change all the laws, life becomes different from that then on. But the power of social media, the power of technology, with the new money that is arising from the south, with the few 1 or 2 billionaire that Bola Tinubu is going to add to that, will give us a fighting chance, inshallah. Obviously, the south is only starting to resolve. They are not just realizing again. So obviously, the governor of 99s, we are only acting like spoiled brats that were only Obasanjo gave them such treatment. Then governors of 1999 thought they had democracy and they would not act. No, most of those people, again, the same point where it all of them, how many of all of them say they put them there, right? My state, Igbenidio, for instance, is just the continuator of the oligarchy of the states, the Igbenidions. Now, the papa they run the state before. They are with the military regime make the Igbenidions get back, coupled with the external factor. So, what choice does he have? Obasanjo have to. He won't do say he get money, he be big boy. Like Obasanjo put under control. Them Iboris now young guys who were able to take over the political structure of the state, and they can consolidate everything after they comes to power. And Obasanjo use their head and they fall for it. So all those what I'm trying to say here is that most of those governors came in either by directly military governors appoint them. Some they go beg them to come. You understand? So they came, so they know really, and again, Obasanjo make it, there's money was everywhere. Money will be saying na military men they control before. All of a sudden, they are now in position to start running around like fools. And Obasanjo capitalized on that, wanted to cut on them, but thank God say the Islamic State say, if we leave this guy go like that, we are finished. They gang up. Atiku saved Tinubu from losing Lagos. Okay, that's a good angle to see it. Are you following him to APC? No, APC no need follow now. Me, I always work for the future. You understand me. I know I know say he go win. So what I want go do for them again? What I want go do? He go win. My one of my goal is to see Nigeria split in two, politically speaking, so that we have a good competition, North and South or Muslim and Christian, wherever it comes. Politically speaking, let's go so that the best idea, the people who benefit from that foolish arrangement, if they don't want give every state autonomy. So going to APC for waiting. Waiting I want to. The game is for them to lose. Tinubu will win. Tinubu don't need any help. Tinubu don't need any help. He know they get all the help he need, they take him already. He's taking the state. he getting the right alert, so you don't need me. I'm just going to focus on the future. What happened after 2027? That time I will go for. Now that time I will be partisan. That time I go play my uh, uh, identity card. That time na South I go. Whoever come out for South, even though they say na turn na Northern turn, na South I go support. Because when it was Southern turn, I supported the North. So there's always why I dey do my thing. So I no need to join APC. If there's any party I want to register, na SDP, na PDP, sorry. If there's anything. Because I think I dey look for where I go fit make impact. Let me test my theories. Where can I test my theories? So I think a PDP will give me that platform to test my theories. What things I've been working on. So if there's any party I want to carry their car, maybe na PDP. If there's any movement I would like to join, na MOP. Even though I know I'm not I know I disagree with Shehu Kuti, but I think that I like where their ideology they. I once told you Konkoso was playing outdated politics. Konkoso will not work in 2020. Konkoso will not work in 2025. You guys, now you know understand this politics. But now Konkoso was playing 2031 game. Now waiting they play from the one be that. Is a part of the consensus agreement that the presidency had to come to the south. It's a signatory to that agreement. And so, which is mean the things they go win. But again, as a student, when I pick up a project, I will work. So expect me to they come here every day. Does it Kongozo go lose? No, I understand the game I play. So in coming to it now, what he was able to achieve in 2023 was to say, you know what, I am what. If to say no, let's put it. If to say no compete, if to say no contest 2023, which leveraging for use bargain now. So he won a state and he get 1 million votes. Now only two people and the winner of this get a vote person for Nigeria as a state. So if we want go by political hierarchy in at number 4, you cannot rank him that time. He forced his way in. He aimed for the number 3 position, but by first aim for number 1 position. Obi beat him to number 3 position. Also beat him with numbers. But guess what? Going beyond 2027, now that time you will understand where the game the guy has been playing all along. Because now only for the northern angle, now only Atiku get vote pass am as we speak. So by 2027, Atiku will be too old after 2027. So he will be the guy with the consensus conversation go favor. But will it be the candidate? I don't know. So now understand the game when they play. That's why you call it updated. But that's fine. But we just saw a video clip of Pa Ayo service of song with all the political leaders and those so-called pastors. Tinubu go. That's what I wanted to see. Tinubu go. We have mentioned that about the Rabio. I spotted that, however, we had a different opinion. No, see, I always, I don't know, I dey always talk say there's time for everything. When competition season enter proper, I know they like play outside. I will take a side. You understand? I know the winning side now. The winner will come from PDP or SDP. If I say PDP, APC. I don't see Tinubu losing the election. But I will look for candidates where I go fit make case for 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 tomorrow's sake. Right? My picking conclusion was to say I am not for turn by turn. I am against turn by turn.
So I actually want another person to win again to continue. Even though the collective agreement was against where I am. Who give Konkoso for 2031? Nobody give am. It's not giving. I'm just telling you that is what is working towards. I don't say give am. It will be like 80. No, it will not. It will not be like 80. The guy is 60 now. If they 60 something, that's 67 years now. So 2031 is what? I am not saying they will give her. I am just telling you, say that is his game. He wants if he gets it now, number one goal now to position himself for APC well, so that he go get the ticket. Is he going to get the ticket? I don't know. Him dey there, the Badu go dey there, the vice president will be there. All the APC governors from the states, it's not, they will be in contention. Senate, so there's a lot of people in contention. But I'm just telling you what the goal is for him, what he's working towards. I'm not saying he's going to be the winner of 2031, but the conversation of turn by turn favor them. And he's just doing everything he can to position himself to win the consensus of the northern group. He say it would be like, see, Atiku said go see contest 2031. Top by top politics. We cease to work in 2031. I agree. That is what I am hoping for. That the 2021, the turn by turn make it die. I was believing that it's going to die by next election, but I don't think so. I don't think Tinubu will lose.
And so these are all the things that are happening. So there are reasons for everything. That, for instance, all the noise you're hearing now about politics in Akwa Ibom, Edo State, Rivers State, and rest of it. It's funding. Elections are coming. Who will man the purse? I was speaking with Obasanjo one time, and he told me, he said, he listed some things. I said, those are the things that are necessary to find the chat. Should I find the chat?
Find the chat. That would be interesting.
Let's find the chat. I'm just going to read the chat. He said, so no, for him, it was like he thought I was going to go into politics. So he was very happy when I was talking with him. He said, Ali, I'm happy that you are now.
I don't know what kind of witchcraft you practice, because I was going to ask you
about the relationship with him.
No, not just about him. You said he thought you were going to go into politics. I was going to ask you why.
Why I did not. Okay, so no, I'll get to it. So he says, hey, wait, okay, yeah. He says, Ali, okay, I'm going to read that. Ali, I'm happy you are catching on with politics, but you still have a lot to learn. And I said, like what, sir? He said, like how you get governors and presidents elected. So you need 7 governors to win an election. Lagos, Bayelsa, Delta, Rivers, Kano, Kaduna, and the CBN governor.
To win at federal level, a presidential
election. You need 7 governors. 1, Lagos. 2, Bayelsa. 3, Delta. 4, Rivers. 5, Kano. 6, Kaduna. 7, the CBN governor.
So you just, without, even if you are a political novice,
you know what all this means.
Understand the permutation.
Exactly. And so when I said, but Kano and Kaduna don't have much. He said, that's for numbers.
For numbers. True. For numbers.
He said, and what is money? That's numbers too. All right. He goes to say, you need 44 of the most popular senatorial districts.
So out of this, Wetin, 7, I've been in mention 5 states. Which of them is not under Tinubu control as we speak? Lagos, na get them. Rivers, you don't carry. Look at his own.
Kanu, don't take Mungozo. If you know Mungo give una Chinedu Okechukwu as a sole administrator in Kanu. The Jekuri Ekpe. So Kanu is already in the bag. Kaduna, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Because he barely won it last time. Now we provided Atiku is on his game. And data just enter. It just collect data. So now only Bayasa, that one then you're not going anywhere. The man is covered. CBN governor, na him papa get him. Na him brother, the guy did there. So, and again, if you want to look at it from the other angle, those are the states that actually work against Goodluck Jonathan. Amechi, Rivers, they come to APC. Plus the Delta State work with them. Bayelsa, and them get them. Bokanu, go. Kaduna, left. Lagos, Tinubu carry am. So he lost. Again, if you look at the people that Obasanjo bullied, all the governors that actually did not survive Obasanjo, because he won't bring Yaradua in. Yaradua and good luck. Now there Iborite, it lose, it did with Ibori. Now there, no, I say Ibori. Yeah, now there Iborite go jail. Now there be by Odlameziate go jail. Rivers, Now there Karate finish. Even the wife become judge. Who gave Konkoso for 2030? Okay, I already did that one. I mean, Kaduna is in the bag. Oh, one, chief of defense staff, and two, a new university. I know he ain't go get 25% for Kaduna. Let's just leave it like that. Let's agree on that. I can't say it's in the bag. I can't say it's in the bag. I can't say, but the point you point out, the appointment you point out is there, but he go get 25%. I'm not sure. I don't think Sani is strong enough to defeat Erufai and Atiku in Kaduna. I don't think so. They really, Atiku almost. I think Atiku won Kaduna safe, or almost was very close.
Said you need to have awarded 10 contracts, and 15% of that contract can give you marginal impact at the polls. And you must award these contracts in your first year of assumption of office. Whoa. Because if you don't do that, then you can't ask the people for anything. Because when you give them at the first year of your getting into office, when it's time for elections, you just tell them, do you want to continue this contract, or they know what to do. He said you must name your CGN, you must name your IGP, you must name your Custom Controller General Customs, you must name the head of the NNPC, you must name your CBN governor. And if you want to get into the duty, you must suspend pending cases of corrupt past governors who are loaded. Don't forget that those guys have chests. War chests that's just sitting down waiting for who they want to align with. No matter how much EFCC milks from them, they still have plenty. These are people who were sitting on a monthly federal allocation. Don't forget that sometimes when your federal allocation, like some states will mention, when they get their federal allocation, they don't touch it. They actually add to it because their state internally generated revenue is higher than what the federal gives to them. So if
Now Wetin Wike, now Wetin give Wike, now Wetin Wike the act on be that. Wetin be this first governor name sef? Odili. Peter Odili use River State one contest with one win run for 2027
Federal government gives
presidency. Obasanjo say man fuck you. Obasanjo no green. That's what we head down. Amechi carry his own Rivers money, go they do benevolence for North. They build pivoted to the North, building university, sponsor emirs or every other thing. We can say, this money, now we get out. I will use them, I will use them fight in my way to share side. So that's what I'm waiting make that they do. So Wike ex past governor is with him. Past governors of na Uduaga na Delta na Kilongwe. This former Atiku running mate. This is your video where they talk. Make I see. Where is it coming from? You say, just out of interest, you still looking for Obi speech or opinion. You need to catch up with what he said yesterday at per your service or song. He made some points. I never see that video now. Why was it na Peter Odili? Thank you. That video, where I go see that video? Give me anybody who don't post them. Now I go download them. So all the past governors, the one with the Kanu, maybe the party chairman and nine guy, they got state. Nine. So Tunubu check all the boxes so far where Ali Baba they
them 3
mentioned.
naira.
All he checked all of
They
them
can
so
add
far.
4 naira to it and spend 7. So when they leave office, EFCC can come look for them because they added money to what federal government gave them. But you see that internally generated revenue, that is their sweat, as it's called. It's their money. They generated it themselves. They can determine anything they want to do with it. Lagos State internally generated revenue is higher than what federal government gives them.
So Obasanjo seized it for like forever.
Wait a minute. Mark what? Why? The guy they sabotage they don't get the deal now. They don't sign the Russian and America don't sign the deal now. They don't sign their resource deal as at yesterday. So why in they go? The guy na the traitor among them. Na the traitor na the globalist among them. Na him they leak their secret to press. Abi, anyway, that's a interesting news. I'll get to that. Symphony TV, you can find it on there. But wait, why be say Arise Novo show the service of song there? Is that not strange? Because Obi did there. They want to cover Obi less. Abi, what do you think?
This bluff.
Nobody
May I
They
can.
call
continue
this
this
bluff.
thing? May I find out?
We just that's what we used to pay salaries. Just and then it says, yes, this is the meaty part of it. Say get US or China support because of their businesses in your country. They would support whoever. You heard the fallout from the Senate in this thing that said how they helped Buhari to get into office and remove Jonathan. National Association of Nigerian Students, NANS, Market Women,
NURTW.
Unsettled the organized labor.
Settle or unsettle?
Unsettle. Now, organized labor is when you then have people who protest. We are not this, we are this, and we are supporting that. We don't like this. All of that. Comment. There's one other. Get 10 of the richest Nigerians on your side. And we know the usual suspects. Infiltrate opposition parties and let them decamp before election. So you have your party. I want to infiltrate the party. I'll send my people to leave my own party and join your own party before the elections. So when the time of elections comes, they will then disrupt the whole thing. They probably will be the ones they put in charge of electioneering campaign. You won't know that the reason they decamp from that side was to make sure that your own campaign doesn't succeed. So when you are planning and saying, no, this is what we'll do this, they inform those people that this is what they plan to do. So by the time...
And later on, you will hear they are going back to their old party.
Exactly. then you know, somebody did it when he said, oh, he was supposed to be... I think Ashiwaju's campaign guy. Then he left to go and support the guy from Kano. You know, sometimes when these people say some things, you know, you have to respect this. Infiltrate opposition parties and let them decamp before them. Buy delegates 1 year before your congresses. 1 year before the congresses, buy them. So I asked, how do you buy congresses? It's okay, so this is what you do. You know who and who will be selected as delegates. You can permutate and say, this man will be delegates in another 4 years. You give 2 of his daughters jobs in a bank. You give this other person's wife a shop in so and so place. This other person wants to go to Hajj, they go to Hajj. This one wants to do something. When the time for election comes and you say, this is the person I'm supporting, because of those people that you have given, they won't mess up. While some people are trying to raise money to give dollars to some people, you already have bought their loyalty since. Have a hand in appointing all party chairmen, all parties chairmen, all parties. So it's not. So when you hear that 2 people are gunning for an office and you are not in the party, you call the other parties running against him. Say, you want to be chairman? We'll fund you. All right. Secure INEC and state rec, blogs and social media, religious leaders, royal fathers, appointment of board of chairmen and DGs. It says, refer to number 2. Get 4 constitutional lawyers on retainership.
That video where you did talk so that like 1 hour I have to download and go take time. But I go play. We use a while this no be charity, but on the serious note, maybe per Ewa did not want it to air like no the man now like last honor now like 3 years old who's been at the no I just last honor it doesn't cause it so for you can if you afford to pay for the food the bill. So now the big boy. So so they go edit before they go begin put them out. But I expect the whole nation to at least Abba. Now to tell you how Nigeria how deep these men secret about the country where they no one know. Tell us. He deserve every even though I don't agree with his political views or whatever, but those are men that those are not them. Those are nah, I mean the story the Nigerian story starts with them. To even say my brother, my own kings, and you could not make a national deal out of it. Uh, I don't know. Make I no conclude. Let's see how the maybe maybe just see things from maybe they try to look for where there's nothing. But I think he deserves a national goodbye. At least not for anything. For being 90, for being close to 100 and still as vocal to the last minute.
Inshallah. Inshallah. Obi number one.
Yes, the one. That's the one. He's one that pulled the car.
There's a different one thing different one difference between Obi and the rest of these politicians is that yes, anywhere people see any of them they gather. But a lot of people where they gather after every other politician, they have there's this belief say okay, money go flow, the guy go share money, the guy go throw away money. Yes, that's the only way politicians say they get people around them. But Obi na the only person will be saying that he know they give shishi and people don't say he know they give money. But for some reason, he always attracts that same kind of people. They follow him. Like yes, there's nothing special. He presents himself very ordinary, but I think that be the intriguing thing that make young people to run after him. The fact that it's just simple, because it's not. I mean, he's not like it's not. He has never cut out to the trend. You know, they always say make I dress like to appeal to the young people, speak like the young people, yeah,
From the filling
dance
station and
like young people, appear for their party. No, just like
brought it
fuck it.
out.
Abin da ya faru lokacin ana sauke kaya ina zaune a wuri rana ne ko ina ji kara yi ma ya tashi a bayan kada zuwa ba kashe to da ogana da gidan mun guda uku ana kokarin kashe an kashe abun ma ya kare wutan ta fara ci sosai shi ne an yi dubara ya zo na fita da mota
sai ka fi da shi. He said that while they were dumping the fuel, they saw that fire started on that, and they tried to quench it, and it wasn't quenching. And he found out that should this thing explode, everybody, including the filling station, was going to be burned. So he jumped into the steering, started the car, and pulled it out, and then jumped out before the whole thing. So he saved the filling station and all the other. If not, everywhere would have burned. He said, let's go there so you can see some.
wannan ne gaba da shi abeg oga ma una try make dem keep this guy for him hand ba go
Now the video where I see be that to Mark, but I will go download that one and see. It might take time since it's a long video. Come, Mark, I don't try today. I don't knock 3 hours. So sure. Una not gree pay me. Oh. Boy. So let me go and see what is happening internationally. You know, the Trump is he's setting the world. So at every minute, you just gotta pay attention. What's which executive order? What's next? Pretty much. I understand your point and your logic, but I believe the funeral will sure be air live. Well, if the event is going on and it's not being air, so the end and later is no longer live. But anyway, thanks, man, Mark. Everyone that will see this or have seen this, thank you, Mark, Jonas, AB, some of my top contributors. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll meet again later. So please, before you dash out, subscribe, like, and share. Ciao, ciao.